8 hours.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast that we have.
Yeah, what he said.
That's Jacob and I'm Aaron.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think
Okay,
I'm
well,
Jacob.
thanks for
I don't
watching.
know, yeah. Yeah. All right,
Are
guys.
What else? Are you in a Jacob disguise?
I'm wearing his skin.
Ugh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could wear someone's skin.
That's... Yep.
That is yep. You're right.
Yep.
It's pretty yep.
Pretty yep.
Anyway, we had a few weeks off. We had things to do. Jacob's in a new room there.
Yep. New
That's pretty
apartment,
cool.
everything.
That's great. How's your new apartment?
Actually quite amazing.
Yeah?
It's way better than our last one.
Great.
Completely newly renovated. We're the first tenants since they did renovations, so
Awesome.
feels good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bigger?
It's a little bit smaller, but it's more of a well thought out layout.
That's cool.
It's like it seems like this one compared to the last one, like the difference is that the architects weren't smoking meth when they planned this one.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps if you don't smoke meth while you build. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Life lesson. Don't smoke meth while you're planning a build.
Yeah. Smoke it any other time, just not when you're building things.
Yeah. And acid's good for you as well.
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. That's what they say on the news. Yeah. It's like red wine. It's always good, and then it's bad, but it's the same with acid.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, this Knowledge Acquired podcast, and we do things, we talk about stuff. So.
What number are we on now? Like 4?
4.
Really?
It's number 4. Yep.
That was a pretty good guess.
There you go. You're a good guesser. So
number
many
4,
things to talk about.
Of us.
I know. It's all right. Josh will be back at some time eventually.
It's all good.
So much news to talk about.
So much.
I mean, it's not really. It's like, there's some news.
There's a couple.
I think the biggest news of the week is probably that Intel has announced their i9 processors.
i9 processors, huh?
i9. I mean, it's like you've had i5 and i7. You had i3. Why not just go, a couple extra i9? I mean, you could just make i7s faster, but no. You gotta separate them. You gotta make sure people know that i9 is the best.
Yep. It's yep. No, that's Intel for you. I mean, they're fairly stock standard the way they go. The whole reasoning for i9 is that we've had i9 essentially all the way through up until this point. Yep. They've just been not named i9. They've just been part of the i7. So what it's like is you've got your i3s, which your low-end, low-clocked, dual-core to quad-core without hyper-threading CPUs for just small workloads, internet browsing, all that sort of stuff, power efficiency.
Sure.
And then you've got your i5s that are, a little bit step up from that, higher clock speeds, higher cache, all that sort of stuff. Still no hyper-threading. And then you've got your i7s, which, even higher clock speeds, even more cache. You've got your, hyper-threading in that, like those as well. And then it's, so that's what it's just been. i3, i5, i7, and i3 is like obviously you low end, so it's going to cost you they've got $50 to $150 CPUs or some shit.
Sure.
Like i3s.
Yeah.
And i5's like 150 to say 250 or whatever, or 300. And then your i7s went from 300 to 6,000.
Yeah.
So all the branding is i9 is now branded as enthusiast.
Yeah, exactly. So, which means they can charge enthusiast prices, starting at $999 for the lowest i9, all the way up to $2,000 for the high end 18 core something or other.
18 cores. What is it? 18 core 32 thread?
30, 36.
36, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
18 core 36 thread.
Mm-hmm. That's sounds pretty cool, but I don't think I want to spend 2,000 extra because that's US. So I mean, we'd be paying a lot more than that.
Another 35%, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right.
With the so that's just conversion, right? And then we've got to put on top however much these
Aussie tax.
Yeah, because it's over 1,000. So if it's
Yeah.
over 1,000, they get charged a lot more for import tax as well.
Yep.
So that'll throw the prices right out here. That'll be about 3,500, I'd say. Here.
Pretty insane just for a processor.
Yeah. But you'll never need another fucking processor again. That's for sure.
True. I still wouldn't pay it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. So that's sort of the biggest news of the week, I think. We'll see how it goes. I mean, AMD does have their next ones coming out. I mean, they're rumored at the moment, but
the Ryzen 2.
what are their Thread? They have a weird name. There's a weird code name
Thread,
for it.
The fucking what is it? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, so those are rumored at the moment. So, those will be announced. Threadripper, that's what it's called.
Threadripper, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably be announced soon. And we'll see how they compare. But, I mean, as always with AMD, it's
pretty stock standard stuff.
Yeah.
Increased core count, higher fucking hertz, like higher frequency. That's about it, really.
Well,
maybe a little bit more heat dissipation on the IHS.
Yeah, I mean, the AMD is usually pretty good with their prices compared to Intel. So,
yep.
See how we go. Some other news this week. Have you ever played Kerbal Space Program?
I have not played it, but I have watched a lot of it.
Okay. Then you might be interested in this. Take-Two has acquired Kerbal Space Program.
Take-Two?
Yes.
Those guys. Take-Two. I know those guys. Take-Two Interactive, aren't they?
Yeah, they own Rockstar and 2K Games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bought the rights to Kerbal Space Program. They own Kerbal Space Program. They did not buy the actual company that develops Kerbal Space Program. They're still independent and they're still developing it, but they're not owned by Take-Two.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Kerbal Space Program seems to be pretty cool. I've played around with it years ago, like for maybe an hour, and it seemed neat, but I could never figure out what to do. So yeah, it's they're saying it's sold roughly 2 million units. It's obviously still selling on Steam.
Yep.
And they're making additional things for it. So, yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what Take-Two would want to do with that.
Maybe they see, I guess, not a cash cow but like a cash cow for a lack of a better word, but maybe they want to move into that sort of thing, see how they've done it.
It could be a tech thing. Maybe they want to find out the tech behind it, dig into it. It is interesting from a technical perspective. Building ships and getting off planets and things. So
maybe they could think that they could bring it to a like use the engine source code and bring it to a higher fidelity. Maybe
Yeah.
they're planning a space game or something like that. Maybe you go to space in, GTA 6 or whatever. I don't know. Whatever they're doing.
GTA Mars.
Yep, that's it. Where you find Nico Bellic's fucking like his corpse on Mars or some shit. I don't
That'd
know.
be great. I'd love to see Nico Bellic fucking dead. That'd be great.
Yeah. Or like it's floating through space as a bit of space trash.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hopefully his cousin's with him.
I was about to say, hey cousin, do you want to go bowling?
Hey cousin, do you want to go freeze in space? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is a game that's coming out. It's a video game that you can play with your hands. Oh god, GameSpot!
I did that just a second ago. I fucking clicked on it, and GameSpot's just like boom, and then I pause the video, and it's like subscribe to our newsletter. Pop up.
Yeah, that's an ad for Wonder Woman though, so it's all right. That's not too bad. Okay, yeah. So Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has apparently leaked the full roster of the game. This is unconfirmed. Don't know for sure if this is for reals or not, but this is apparently the roster. So we have Arthur. I don't know who that is.
No.
Hang on. I did do some research earlier, and I was like, "Oh, that's who that is. Oh, that's who that is."
Yeah.
Arthur is. Oh, okay. So possibly Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be an interesting addition. That'd be cool. Chris Redfield, of course.
No-brainer.
Yeah. Chun-Li. Dante. However you want to say his name is. But which ones are going to be?
Hopefully not fucking.
I want emo Dante.
Oh shit! I was gonna say hopefully not emo Dante. Fucking
emo Dante, please. No, it's probably going to be the other one. Maybe we'll see if he is in the game. Firebrand, which is from that game. One of the Ghosts and Goblins ones. Maybe it's Ghosts and Goblins. Jeddah.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of Capcom.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some, but yeah.
Jeddah Capcom. Oh, from Darkstalkers. This just says Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Generic Monster Hunter. Morrigan, also from Darkstalkers. Nemesis is cool.
Nemesis would be pretty good.
Ryu. Spencer, who I believe is Rad Spencer from Bionic Commando. Strider and X, which I mean, X is Mega Man X.
Yeah.
On the Marvel side, we have Ant-Man, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Gamora, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, Nova, Rocket/Groot. So I guess you play as the same, both at the same time. Groot with Rocket on his shoulder or something. I don't know. Spider-Man, Thanos, Thor, and Ultron. It's a pretty good list. It kind of sucks because this is a Disney Marvel game. Technically, that they are only using Marvel movie characters. They can't use any of the X-Men or anything. So
yeah,
it sucks that you can't play as Wolverine, but that's a good list.
He's there in spirit.
He's there in spirit. They'll have a nice little funeral for him at the beginning. It'll be great. That'd be nice. Nice little funeral for Wolverine.
Yep.
Modern Warfare. Hey, remember when Remember when they said that you wouldn't be able to play Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered
without getting Infinite Warfare?
Remember when they said that? Well, apparently, Gamefly posted a product page for a standalone version of the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered, and now Amazon has followed with its own page for it, says GameSpot. So they're saying it would launch on June 20 for PS4 and July 20 for Xbox One. A PC version also seems likely, though nothing is confirmed.
Activision.
You know what? I mean, it was obvious. I mean,
yeah, it was going to happen. You could tell, but just
they wanted to sell as many copies of that game as they could by packing it in and saying it'd never come out. And then as soon as the sales die down, oh, hey, look, you can totally buy this now without buying the other thing.
Oh, fuck me.
So I'm going to play that. I didn't get it in Infinite Warfare, so I'm definitely going to play the remaster.
I don't even know if I will play the remaster, to be honest.
I'm going to play it. I enjoyed that game when it came out.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. Love that fucking game.
Great game.
But I don't think I really want to give Activision any of my fucking money, especially with those decisions.
I didn't buy it before, so I don't feel terrible about it. If I had bought it just to get the remaster, and then they were like, hey, here's the remaster by itself, then I'd be pretty pissed off. But I didn't buy it, so...
They feel like a lot of people would have gone, you know, I would just buy the remaster.
Yeah.
But the fact that they had to buy Infinite Warfare to get the remaster and, you know, then to be told that it's not coming out as standalone, people bought Infinite Warfare because you couldn't get Modern Warfare Remaster. And now they pull this crap. I can see this having a significant amount of backlash.
It's Activision. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. They got more money than they know what to do with.
Hey.
Are you all right there?
Yeah, I just something disconnected and then reconnected. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I thought you were having a stroke.
I mean, having a hamburger is what happened.
Oh, that's like a stroke in a bun, right? Is it all right? How is it? I might get
it's a bit old, so...
Bit old?
It's okay. It's a few hours old.
Oh, okay. Wasn't in the fridge, was it?
No, I got like 10 of them.
Holy shit. I remember when I did that once.
$10, you know? $10.
Yeah, $10. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Went to a drag show once. And then when they were doing those $2 ones, $2 hamburgers. And I was like, yeah, finished watching the drag show, walked across the road, and I was like, give me 20 of your $2 hamburgers. And they were like, what? I'm like, you heard me. Did I stutter? 20 of them now. Chop, chop. And yeah, they were like, okay, that'll be about a 40-minute wait.
When the Nugget Wars were going on, remember the Nugget Wars?
Oh, it seems like only a couple of weeks ago.
I'm talking about last year's Nugget Wars.
Yeah. I mean, last year. I thought you were talking about this year's Nugget Wars. When they had that Szechuan sauce make like a massive thing about that, and everyone was buying nuggets and trying to get fucking Szechuan sauce.
No, last year's Nugget Wars was like KFC, Adam Cheap, and then Macca's, and then Hungry Jack's.
Yeah,
fucking everyone had cheap nuggets all of a sudden. So I went to Hungry Jack's and got like, I don't know, 40 nuggets, maybe. It was a lot of nuggets, but I ate them.
Yeah,
oh, good.
Have you seen KFC's doing that $10 bucket of are they still doing it? Because I would really like to go and get some.
You can go get it, but they don't have buckets anymore, so they give you just 2 large boxes of popcorn chicken.
Okay. But it's like $10 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy like 10 boxes or something. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, don't know if you've ever played Seaman on the Dreamcast.
I'm not going into that conversation.
Seaman was a fantastic, a beautiful original game where you had a fish man. you had a fish man had a man face, and he had Leonard Nimoy's voice, and you would talk to him through a microphone. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful game. Apparently, they're making another one.
My Seaman are on the way. New Seaman's on the way.
So much Seaman.
Oh, shit. Oh, here we go.
I'm still eating. It's pretty good.
So when Seaman was released in 2000, GameSpot reviewer for how fucking old is GameSpot? Holy shit!
GameSpot was around like when I was in high school. Like, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, 2000. That's 17 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking holy shit.
I finished high school 2002. I always went to GameSpot and IGN to read shit. Look at some screenshots of Metal Gear Solid 2. Shoot my Seaman everywhere.
Potential Seaman sequel.
No, not Seaman sequel. Seaman sequel. you gotta really emphasize that man part.
What if it was Seaman? What if
Right.
there was more than one this time? Would it be Seaman?
Seaman? That'd be great. Choose your Seaman.
God, that's fucking horrible. The face. Have you clicked on that?
Hey, I've seen plenty of Seaman.
It's like the fucking fish body, and he's
Yep.
What is it, like a pipe out of his head?
Fucking amazing. It was amazing. Anyway,
haunting.
I guess the director of that game tweeted out an image and the team of people wearing "Don't Panic" shirts with the Seaman logo. So looks like they're making another one.
Yep.
Hopefully it comes out for the new Sega console that they're going to announce at E3.
Yep.
The Sega Nightmare Quest. Nightmare Quest. That'd be a good console name. Dreamcast Nightmare Quest.
Yep.
Oh, great. So,
Sega podcast.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure there's a Sega podcast, right? There has to be. People just talk about Sega games.
Yeah. All four of them.
Yeah.
Still work.
So the Final Fantasy remake was being developed, by who was it being developed by? This article doesn't tell me that I can see. It was being developed by someone who wasn't Square Enix. Yeah. And apparently Square Enix didn't like the way it was turning out. They didn't agree with some of the decisions that were being made with the remake, so they've now bought it in-house. So you can expect to play that game in about 20 years.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah. The usual Square Enix timetable for a video game these days.
I'm just hanging on for some more information about the Final Fantasy 12 remaster.
Was 12 good?
12 was fucking awesome.
That was one.
I loved 12.
Because everyone hated, well, not everyone hated, but like 10 was like at the time, like people like it now.
I loved 10 back on.
but
I played the shit out of that.
it wasn't like universally loved like 7 and 8.
Yep.
Um,
Not a
and
lot of
so
people played 12.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like felt like they were burnt with 10 or like 11 came out and it was online.
Yep.
It's like, well, I'm not really into Final Fantasy anymore. So 12 sort of got the shaft. So
Pretty
I never
much.
played any of it.
I loved 12. 12 was probably one of my favorites. It was so different from what I was used to. Like turn-based was like everything before, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All turn-based and then all that sort of stuff. And then 12 was just like, here, go out into, it's all real time. You've got a choice to have it all real time. And then once someone's bar, like the energy bar thing would fill up, you could pause time for a second and have, issue their commands, or you could just have it completely real time and, issue their commands. It was just good. If you could run around the world and like physically see where every enemy was, and it would then, it wasn't like where 10 where you'd run around and then all of a sudden it would like the screen would shatter and you get into a battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were all physically, all the enemies were physically in the world, and you could see them and you could sort of kite them and move around them and sort of cheese their AI a little bit.
Sure.
But yeah, it was super fun. Super, super fun. I loved that game.
Do you know what a Zodiac job system is?
A Zodiac job system. So, like, they're different in pretty much every game. But the Zodiac jobs in 12, are you talking about?
Okay, so apparently there's a high definition remaster.
For 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Zodiacs were like sort of espers, if that makes sense, or aeons, right? So they were your Zodiacs, and you could get a basically like a job. You could get jobs from billboards and shit like that.
Okay.
To go and kill things and like bounties. Basically, it was like a bounty board.
Okay.
So you would go and kill a menace thing, and you could get Zodiacs from them, and then you could, your Zodiacs were like on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So there was it was like a card table basically. So how in 10 you've got your sphere grid, so you unlock things sequentially and go around you. So with 12 it was like you get like job points or something like that. Basically, it's been a while since I've played it, but because it was on PS2 and I don't have a PS2 anymore.
Sure.
But yeah, it was like you get points, and it was almost like just like a big board with like cards, and you would start here, and like this one next to it would cost this amount of points, and you could, for each monster you kill, you would get a certain amount of points depending on their level or the type of monster it was, and all that sort of stuff. And when you defeated a Zodiac, you would unlock them on the board and then have to work your way to unlock them with that certain character.
Okay.
So when you unlocked it, then you've got like almost like a special meter that you can get over time. And it costs like a special point, or some of them cost 3 special points, or, to summon. And they walk around in the world with you and stuff like that for a time.
Okay. It just says, so was there like a different version of the game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were different versions of the game.
Okay, it just says a high definition remaster of the International Zodiac Job System version, subtitled The Zodiac Age, will be released in July.
So that was I believe that was the Japanese version.
Okay.
I think the North American version, from memory, was different. And yeah, the Japanese version was the international version or something like that. It could have been vice versa, but...
Oh, I see. It includes 12 licensed boards instead of the original game's 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see.
that was yeah, I remember playing with only one board.
Yeah. Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's coming. That's
It
cool.
was, yeah. I mean, it's a really good system. I love the shit out of that game. I would, like, when they first brought 10 to PC, I was like holding out hope that they would bring 12 because
Yeah.
I love it so much. Almost to the point where I'm thinking of getting my disc and making an ISO copy of it and using a PS2 emulator on my PC.
Do it. I think you used to be able to just run straight off the disc.
Yeah, it used to be, but then they like did proprietary shit.
Oh, fair enough.
But you can still make it run off the disc,
Hmm.
but obviously you're limited by disc read write speeds
Sure.
in that sort of point.
Yep.
So if you make an ISO of it, it's basically like a disc image, right?
Yeah.
As a file, and
Sure.
you're just limited by hard drive access speeds.
Yep.
So if you have it on an SSD, that's like goes from 10 megabytes a second read write in the disk drive to like 500 megabytes a second in a SSD.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So let's talk about our topic. We're going to have a topic every week that we talk about.
Topic of the week.
Oh, yeah, you could call it that, but I think other podcasts use that, so we maybe legal ramifications.
Not topic of the week. Forget I said that. Topic of the weekly topic of knowledge.
There we go. The weekly topic of knowledge acquired. What do we want from E3 this year?
What do we want?
It's only a couple of weeks away.
I don't know what I want, to be honest. I'm kind of I'm in this position of being disappointed with the gaming industry as a whole for the past few years that I kind of just don't give a shit. Kind of just like E3, oh wow, another one. Another chance for developers or suits of a development company to stand on a stage and just basically lie to my fucking face.
Hey, not everyone's Bethesda, okay? Let's just
not everybody, but I mean but fuck me, it just works. Those like 3 words will be ingrained into fucking history. It just works. Todd Howard 2015. Fuck me.
Yeah. It works.
Like nothing against him, but fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I love E3. I don't care. I like, even for the shitty parts, I love it for the shit as well as the good stuff. I really wish Konami still did conferences. They had the best conferences.
Make me choke.
They had the best conferences ever. They were amazing to watch. Just the best train wrecks you could ever imagine. They were beautiful. That's what E3 was about, and now now everyone's trying to be serious. Unless you're Ubisoft, I guess. Ubisoft's conference is usually full of weird shit. Remember what happened to the fucking laser tag bullshit that they had like 2 or 3 years ago? They were like announcing games and stuff, and then all of a sudden people are coming down the aisles like shooting each other with laser tag. They're like, here's Ubisoft laser tag. What? That's not a video game.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a big focus on VR and what they can make compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Far Cry 5, on the topic of Ubisoft.
Oh, yeah.
Far Cry 5. I'd like to see how it pans out. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I didn't play 4. I got Primal and played a decent amount of it.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
played either of those.
Primal's really good. I mean, it's something different. It's better than just the standard. Here's an island and shoot some dudes.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, there's from what they've leaked of 5, I guess the strategic marketing leak or whatever. Fucking that it's some sort of civil war-ish sort of thing going on. I guess that's what you would say it. Like, call it.
Okay.
Like, that's what I got from it anyway.
Yeah, it's basically a family of Christian extremists that you're fighting against in Montana in the US. And it's a doomsday cult led by a man named Father Joseph. Fair enough.
Father Joseph. Sure, why not?
Seems like a Christian.
Fairly generic name.
Yeah. They've been abducting citizens and consolidating power in the game's fictional Hope County, Montana. And as the game begins and your character arrives, the cult's actions escalate from slow coup to outright siege. It's your job to take on the cult and help free the region with the help of everyday normal Montana residents who have had enough of Father Joseph.
All right, so it's like it's got a lot of religious connotations, I guess you would say.
Yes. Yeah, it's
it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah. It sounds really cool, and you get to like fly planes and shit.
Montana, do they even have electricity in Montana?
Sure, why not? I mean, not everyone's one of them people.
What? Oh,
Amish people. Not everyone's Amish. Yeah, I don't know that game. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how the game plays.
Yep.
Ubisoft. What? They announced The Crew 2.
What now?
The Crew 2, a sequel to The Crew.
What's The Crew?
You don't know The Crew, or you just... what? Like that game? It must have sold, I guess. People must have bought it, but it wasn't very good.
That's what's The Crew? That's I thought we struck that from history.
I got it for free, so.
Yes, I mean, if you people, you can polish a turd as much as you want. It's still a turd, right?
Uh-huh.
Even if you get a piece of shit for free, someone's still giving you a piece of shit. Like, too harsh.
I don't know if I can say. I beta tested that game back in the day. Sometimes I do game tests and things, and I tested that game, and it was kind of okay during the test. I don't know what happened when it was released.
So sometime between test and released, they just crashed and burned, or
the PC version of that game is fucking garbage. I don't like. It's it's bad. Like if you turn on certain things in the graphics, you'll just fucking see like double shadows and some shadows over the top of other shadows, and it's really I don't know. It's
game
bad.
of the week, The Crew.
Yeah, definitely the game of the week for sure. Fuck yeah. Now, if you want a racing game that was underrated and should have got a sequel, Split Second is what I'm talking about. Oh, god damn, that game was good. Driving around, you're racing against people, all of a sudden the thing pops up and you can like make a fucking building fall down in front of people, on top of people. Oh yeah, let's do that. And then the whole fucking building falls down and crushes everyone. It's amazing.
Are you sure that wasn't the E3 presentation of Watch Dogs?
No, it may have been the E3 presentation of Crackdown. No, it was an actual video game. It was fucking amazing.
Okay.
Split Second was my first platinum on PlayStation. Wait,
Not bad.
maybe second. I think Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was my first. I think
That stands to reason.
Yeah. What does it say that 3 out of my 4 platinums are racing games? Are racing games easy to get platinums for, or do I just put the time in more? I don't know.
Yes.
The other racing game is Drive Club. Like platinum in, and that was effort. That was a lot of effort on my part, but I wanted it. I got it.
Yep. Well, I'd say you like it then. You love them.
Drive Club's fucking amazing. It was anyway. I don't know what it's like now. But it was pretty. It wasn't great when it came out because they had online issues, but when they fixed those, it was great, and they put all that free stuff in, and that was cool. Great stuff. Anyway, E3.
I want to see, as much as I would like not want to see Doom again, like for the fact that like it's too early.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would love another Doom game. Like please, id, please.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein's next.
It is next, but like, oh please. Just let me blow shit up. I guess you could kill Nazis, I guess. Not so bad.
You played the New Order, right?
I have not played the New Order yet.
What?
I have not.
If you liked Doom, you should play the New Order.
Okay.
Because it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I downloaded and installed it, but I haven't played it yet because I was saving it for the stream. Okay. And Fallout 4 is still taking up a lot of my stream time.
Mm-hmm. That being said, I don't know if it's just my PC or what, but the PC version of New Order doesn't go well for me.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of frame rate hitches.
Okay. Well, that could just be the fact that they're running on the old id Tech engine. What was it? id 3 or some shit?
It's 5, isn't it? Because it's the Rage engine.
Oh yeah, 5.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
And it has a lot of that same stuff that Rage has, where like when you turn really fast, you have to wait for the textures to pop in.
Oh.
Yeah, it does. It has some of that stuff. You know what? If you can look past it, the New Order is really fucking good from like gameplay perspective, and the story is really good too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really fucking good, and
I'll give it a shot.
I hope the next one's just as good. But
I heard you can like dismember people. So if you can dismember people, you know, you've got my full attention.
Yeah. I've been playing Strafe recently. And, that game's okay.
Yep.
I don't really get into roguelikes, and it's one of those. So
did you do the review for that yet?
No, I didn't. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I probably will, but I just don't know what. Like, I can't get past like the first world. Like, I can get up to. I think I got up to level 3, and then I was just like, it's just I keep dying, and it's like I don't know if I. Like, how do I review a roguelike that I can't see all of? Know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I don't know what the second and third worlds look like because I can't get there. Yeah, I've tried playing it with a controller, and that seemed to actually be better for me.
Yeah, but
it was still just. There's a lot of enemies in that game, and they love just walking straight towards you. Like they don't. There's no AI in it at all. They just, as soon as they see you, they walk towards you, and they just never stop until you kill
That's interesting.
Yeah, so if you walk into a room with like 20 dudes and they all see you, then you're fucked. They just kind of all just single file, just follow each other directly towards you. Yeah, it's kind of shitty, but it's fine. Like I do enjoy playing it. It's just I haven't seen enough of it, I don't think.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assumption.
So Ubisoft, I have a feeling they announced something else pre-3. I don't know. They sort of half announced a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that should be cool. Egypt and stuff.
Could be all right. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. There's boats.
The last one was okay, wasn't it? The Industrial Revolution one. What was it called? I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since fucking Brotherhood. So
yeah, I haven't played since Revelations. I did play some of Assassin's Creed 3, but the fact is you don't play as the main character for the first like 2 hours of that game. So I stopped because it was bad.
okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Ubisoft. Oh, of course. They're gonna announce a new Just Dance. I mean, they gotta show off this year's Just Dance.
Yeah.
How can you not?
1 extra button and 3 new songs.
Who's
Just Dance 2017?
The question every year is with the Ubisoft conference, which pop star are they gonna get to perform? That's the real question.
Yeah. And are they gonna what's her name? Can't remember her name.
You're talking about Aisha Tyler?
Aisha Tyler.
Yeah. She's the best part about that conference every year because she's like she like makes funny. Yeah, she makes fun of them without like going too far. Like she still makes fun of everything, but it's like tongue in cheek. Yeah. Who was the year before she started? Was like, was it Joel McHale or?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, it was bad before it was bad before she was part of it. And now it's bad, but you know, at least there's someone decent hosting it. Yeah. So the 4 major games at Ubisoft this year are Far Cry 5, The Crew 2, Assassin's Creed, and South Park, which
was supposed to be out already, but
yep, that's pushed back till October. So we'll see how that goes.
I guess quality control or quality assurance. I mean, I know maybe Matt and Trey are probably not happy with it because I know that from all the interviews and shit, not just on the game, but of them in general, they have a certain amount of perfectionism that they both, you know, like if it's not perfect, then they won't release it.
Yeah,
that sort of thing, almost to their own detriment.
Well, that was the problem with Stick of Truth, is that it kept getting delayed just because. Well, I mean, originally it was a THQ thing, but then Ubisoft picked it up, and then it was like, you know, it was just them constantly not being happy with it and wanting to push it back.
Yeah, which I get. I mean, I guess it's good that they're putting the quality assurance time in, but at the same time they don't want to take it overboard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As long as they're happy with it, I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah,
I mean, it's their game.
That's it.
That's what's cool about them being involved with these South Park games. Like compared to the old South Park games, the original, like the fucking first person shooter on the PS1, the 64. That was fucking garbage. And then South Park Rally and Chef's Love Shack.
Oh god.
Those games were fucking garbage. So I mean, it makes sense that they want to be involved after all of that garbage happened. And yeah, they want to just get it right, and that's cool. I like that. Oh, Red Dead got pushed back too till next year. We didn't talk about that, but
next year.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well. Yeah. Again,
Bethesda. They're doing E3 this year again, aren't they?
Bethesda are doing this thing this year,
like hosting it or whatever.
Yeah, so they've got their own press conference, just like they had last year. I mean, Doom was their big thing last year, so they're doing another one this year. They're apparently it's showcasing at least two new games. Obviously, Prey and Dishonored came out as well. Yeah. So possibly the new Wolfenstein, and what's the other game?
Well, is it two new IPs? Like, I'm fairly certain they said they've got 5 IPs that they're working on at this current time in Bethesda Game Studios.
Yep.
Right. And 3 of those are completely new IPs.
Right. So the other one could be something new.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're both new and with their Wolfenstein.
Well, they've it could be Wolfenstein. Like, I would assume that they would bring out id Tech for Wolfenstein. So I'm not sure whether it would be Bethesda Game Studio. Is it like Bethesda as a whole?
That's
the conference, or is it Game Studios?
Every game they publish. So
okay.
not just develop.
Okay, so it's weird how they've done it, because they're all like subsidiaries of ZeniMax, right?
Yeah.
And like there's Bethesda GameWorks or Softworks or whatever. Bethesda Softworks, I think they are, right? Which is their PR bullshit, whatever company.
Sure.
And then there's fucking Bethesda Game Studios, which is like those 100 chicks and dudes that work on actually making the game.
Yeah.
And then you've got like the subsidiaries of Bethesda, which are still subsidiaries of ZeniMax, because ZeniMax owns Bethesda, and fucking
yeah, totally.
Like, subsidiaries of subsidiaries, and
hey,
who answers to who?
That's the way game development works these days. Every company has a million other companies. EA and Ubisoft are the same.
Yeah.
But
what happened to Ubisoft? Was it Ubisoft Montreal or something like that? No, BioWare. BioWare. They've been what was it? It was BioWare something. I can't remember. One, like the head office of BioWare has not been dissolved as such, but their resources have been put somewhere else because of the reception of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, so I know a lot of the team from BioWare is working on that Star Wars game that Amy Hennig is leading up. I can't remember what that is.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't have a name or anything yet, that Star Wars game, but
yeah,
the Uncharted Star Wars game.
Yeah, I would like to see, or know the reasoning behind that, and if it's all to do with how Andromeda was received from the public. I think that would, I don't know, that's a bit wrong. Because, I mean, put it this way, right? Sure, Andromeda copped a lot of shit for how, like, the state that it was released in.
Yeah.
Right? But from a development perspective, because I've done that, and I still do that. And, being a tech head, you can't account for every possible PC configuration.
No.
Right. In saying that, there were issues with the console versions.
Yes.
I will, I'm happy to admit that there were issues, and they should not have been issues. Yeah. The consoles, I feel, shouldn't have issues on launch, because every single piece of hardware, like every Xbox, you know what I mean?
Every
It's
Xbox
the
is the
same.
same. Every
Every
PlayStation is
Xbox One S is the same. Every
yeah.
Project Scorpio will be the exact same.
Yeah.
So they should not have issues with those.
Right.
Same with the PS4, right? They're different development builds. They shouldn't have issues.
Right.
With the PC version, there's going to be issues.
Yeah.
There will be, because there's millions
PCs
of configurations
Yep.
of PCs. I don't think they deserve to cop the amount of flack that they did for the PC version. Yes, for the consoles, obviously for reasons we just talked about.
Yep.
But PC version, I think the state that it was released in could have gone better, but I'm happy with the state that it was released in. And the kicker for me is that that game is fixed.
Yeah.
It's fixed. It's only a few months after release. It's fixed. It's fine. Animations are fine, all that. And that's across all three, separate, just so PC, Xbox, PlayStation, they're fixed. There might be a few minor issues, and they're probably still working on them. Right?
Yep.
But for majority, it's fixed. When you take the context and move it over to, say, someone like Bethesda, Fallout 4 is almost 2 fucking years old. And the amount of shit-ass problems I have with that motherfucker, still to this day.
Right? I mean, did they ever fix Skyrim?
No, even that. Skyrim, that was 2011. That shit was 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It is still fucked.
Yep.
I think the justification is, it's not, you know what I mean? They've sort of held BioWare to this sort of standard, and Bethesda's gone, like they've put them here and they go, it's okay because they're Bethesda. Right. But not just Bethesda as well. Like, you look at Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Unity, it's still fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And what's that other fucking Warner Bros. Game, that Batman fucking Arkham Knight or whatever it was? It's still fucked.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna fix it. They've come out and they've said, we're not fixing it. Like, flat out, we're not fixing it. Don't buy it. They've pulled it from stores, right?
Did they not fix it and put it back up?
It's still not fixed. Like, they said they fixed it, but it's still not fixed. There's still a lot of issues with it. That was the last thing I heard from it anyway.
Probably why it's $20 at the moment on Steam.
Probably. Yeah. And it's still not fixed. But
that sucks. That's
Andromeda is fixed, right?
Yeah.
Andromeda has been fixed. And it's only a couple of months after launch. And I think it's unfair. Unfair, the standard they've been sort of held to, if that makes sense, compared to the rest of the industry. And if that's the reason that, I guess, BioWare has been, for the lack of a better term, dissolved and made their resources put to use somewhere else, I think that is definitely a bit unfair.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's 2 BioWare houses.
There are, yes.
So one of them is working on a new IP that's supposedly rumored to be announced at E3 this year.
Yeah.
We'll see what that is. I mean, as far as I know, the first 3 Mass Effects weren't terrible when they came. Like, technically, they were fine when they came out, right?
They did have issues.
Okay.
They did, but they're fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, at least BioWare fucking fixes their games. You know what I mean?
Maybe it was
EA.
Maybe it was just a time when everyone was fed up with games being released broken, and it was just like that was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yep.
It's possible.
That makes sense.
Bad timing.
Very bad timing.
Yeah.
And even GTA was fucked on release. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even they didn't escape that.
Yeah.
And it took them how many years to bring the port to PC? Sure, it's, higher quality, and they, but it was still fucked on release. Like the benchmark still doesn't work to this day. Like the in-game benchmark, it crashes all the time. But
yeah, I'd like to see what they have next. I haven't played, like, I played some of the first Mass Effect and some of the second one, and never really got into them. So I don't know. Maybe this new one. Maybe this new one will bring me around to BioWare.
Yep. Well, I haven't played Andromeda, but I've watched a friend play it, and he came over and brought it over, and we plugged it into plugged his PC into the TV and played Andromeda in 4K.
Yep.
It worked fine.
Yeah,
it was good.
Good.
But,
yeah. So EA is the first conference this year. I think they were last year too. So they'll be showing off Battlefront 2 and the new BioWare one, probably. What else? I don't think they have much else. I don't know. Probably some fucking football.
Sims. Yeah, FIFA.
A new Sims. Yeah, maybe.
Could be a new Sims, yeah.
Oh yeah. How about a new Sim City? Does that sound good to you? How does a new Sim City sound? A Sim Park.
I would like to see a Sim City and not Sim fucking Towns. Like, I bought Sim City, okay? I went through every launch issue that motherfucker had. Online cloud fucking computing. God, that was trash. But at the same time, like, sometimes I still will sometimes boot it up for half an hour just to be like, oh, but there was an update for it the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I boot it up, like, I do 100% prefer Cities Skylines. Yes. Don't get me wrong. Like, Cities Skylines is
great game.
Leaps and bounds above fucking SimCity 20, whatever that came out at 2013 or whatever. 2011 or whatever. But yeah, it I don't know. I wanna hold out hope for, what is it, Maxis?
Yep.
Maxis.
They're the Sim guys.
Yeah, I guess I would want to see what they can do and sort of, I guess, get them to prove their worth in the city building thing, because they, you know what I mean? Like, SimCity was a big part of, you know, I played SimCity growing up on the SNES and all that sort of shit. Like, love that. I just don't want to see SimCity basically like the city builder. You know what I mean? Like, it started the city building fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it was the foundation for city building games. And I just don't want to see it go out on such a shitty note.
Yeah, like how Gran Turismo used to be the best racing sim, and then Forza was the best, and now Gran Turismo is like,
doesn't get released because
yeah, exactly. It just doesn't get released. That's no, you don't want to see like the one that's on that, like the original one or the one that was on top, be second all of a sudden.
Or like not even be here anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like they've been crucified for one mistake of a game. You know what I mean? For all the 20 or more years of city building foundation games that they've provided us.
Yeah.
For one game to be the end of their entire careers, it's pretty piss poor of, like, I guess, the community to sort of throw them away like that.
Yeah. Now, probably I don't know if it's going to be the biggest conference, but it's definitely one that I'm probably most interested in, and that's because it's new hardware. The Microsoft conference is next off the next cab off the rank.
Scorpio specs right? Like more in-depth Scorpio specs.
Scorpio is going to be there. They're going to announce the shit out of it. They're going to show it. They're going to announce all the specs. They're going to stand around and like jerk off to it and jizz everywhere. It's going to be great.
Probably.
Mm.
Let's hope they fucking fix Windows 10 by the time they put it on the Scorpio.
So much C-Man. It's going to be crazy.
C-Man 2, the sequel. So it will be now C-Men because there's two of them.
It's going to be more than two.
Probably.
So it's interesting. I looked at the floor plan for E3 this year, and typically Sony and Microsoft are like right next to each other, and they have like huge booths. This year, it's Sony and Nintendo that have huge booths right next to each other, and Microsoft has like this little booth on a different floor or in a different wing somewhere, away from the other two. It's weird that they're announcing new hardware and they have such a small booth compared to everyone else. So I don't know. That being said, I don't know really what's going to happen.
Maybe they've put all their money, time, and effort into their presentation.
And
it's possible. Have an information kiosk booth sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be showing off the Scorpio. They'll probably have a couple of games that are like, hey, this is what this is going to look like. This is how we're using the power of the Scorpio. Probably Crackdown, maybe. Sea of Thieves will probably be there because that's going to come out soon, I guess. Yeah, but you know, a lot of their all their first party games are PC now as well. So,
yep.
I guess if you want to see Xbox games, you just go to every other booth. And then Bethesda's next, and they're gonna have stuff. I don't know.
I think Bethesda will, like I know they said they would do, you know, like the 2 focus games, you know, that sort of thing. Like they're going to focus on those two yet to be announced games.
Yep.
Whatever. But I can't help but think they'll get, what's his fucking name? I can't remember his name. Like big old PR guy at Bethesda, ZeniMax, not Todd Howard, the other bloke. I follow him on Twitter and I can't even remember his fucking
Jim Bob.
Yeah.
Gaza.
Can't remember his fucking name. Like I've even tweeted to him.
Bill.
I can't remember.
That's all right.
But yeah, I think they'll probably fucking get him out on stage to fucking jizz all over the fucking Elder Scrolls card game.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Oh, you got the Morrowind thing for online as well. That's kind
of yeah, that too. Yeah. Fucking ESO Morrowind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we have to kind of wrap it up soon. So you got the PC gaming show, which was on last year as well. They talk about PC stuff, and then Ubisoft, and then Sony. Don't know what Sony's going to announce. They've got some games to sort of come back to that they announced last year and haven't really had any updates. Spider-Man would be nice to hear about. And then Nintendo has their Spotlight thing, which, I mean, they have a new console out, so it'd be good to find out what games are coming to that this year. Yeah, that's E3. I'm looking forward to it. You aren't looking forward to it?
I think now that I've really, I guess, spoke about it a bit more, I'm interested to see what is there. I don't think I'm going to hold out any high hopes for what might be there. I guess then I won't be disappointed if something's not there, I guess.
Yeah.
Just go for it, see what they do.
Sure. Games coming out over the next 7 days. Tekken 7.
Tekken 7, huh?
Yeah, 7th Tekken. That looks all right. I'm into Tekken. I like Tekken.
Yeah, I like Tekken.
Yeah, I'll be Christy all day long. That's great.
As long as they've got old mate fucking Dragonov there, I'm
Hell
happy.
yeah. I don't know if they do, but yeah, hell yeah. Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind is out this week.
Yep.
And
I was thinking about getting it, but
did
I don't
you
really
play
ESO a lot anymore.
Okay, all right. But you did?
Yeah, I played it for a while, and
Okay.
it was all right. I mean, it wasn't like wasn't like Skyrim, you know what I mean? Like it's not it's your typical MMOE spin on, I guess, Skyrim, like
Yeah.
which is what you should expect going into it. Like you shouldn't
Sure.
expect going into it to be Skyrim because it is an MMO down to the core.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it could be all right. I'm just not into paying for like $20 to $40 for an expansion for, like it's getting to the point where that game's only been out for a couple of years and it's almost got the same amount of expansions as fucking WoW that's been around for over a decade.
Right.
So it's sort of it almost seems like cash milking customers.
Sure.
But I mean, as long as they produce good content, then I'm all for it. I guess if it turns out to be shit, then oh well.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, that's it.
Dirt 4 is also out this week. Very different from the first 3 Dirts and Showdown as well. I say very different. Obviously, it's a Dirt game, but it's I don't know. That seems to be more simmy, more like Dirt Rally was.
Yeah.
But they still have Rallycross and events like that too. So I love the first 3 Dirt games. Showdown I didn't play too much, but fucking Dirt 2 was badass.
Which one was Rally?
Rally came out a couple of years ago. It started on PC and then they eventually brought it to console. But it's very simmy. Like if you don't like sim racing games, you will not like Dirt Rally. It's very strict, very hard, but it's good if you want to put the time into it. Yeah, where Dirt, like the other Dirt games, were kind of just, I don't know, they're just fun. Just fucking go in. I mean, Dirt 3 was all about the Gymkhana stuff.
Yep.
Where, yeah, I don't think there's any of that in Dirt 4. I don't think it was very popular, but there you go. They're the games that are out this week, and that is the show for this week.
Thank you, Jacob. For this week. Oh, you're welcome, the end. Man. Thank you.
We'll see you again another time.
Yep. Thanks to everyone that actually stuck around for this whole time.
Yeah.
If any of you even get to this.
Yeah. I'm sure someone will listen to it.
Yeah.
Probably me. It'll be me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you again. Probably next week.
Yeah. Yeah. This has been Knowledge Acquired, and you have just acquired knowledge.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna do the thing. Do that.
Knowledge acquired. I don't know.